also looking at a assay that allows us to determine UV sensitivity as well as repair to UV damage in the dark versus the light. So I've labeled my plates before starting this assay. Made a divider so that I have UV and no UV on either side. One plate is labeled light, one plate is labeled dark. The next step is to do a spread plate technique. So this is new for us. We're going to take our P200 pipette men and we're going to make it so that it picks up 200 microliters. So it should read 200. We'll then use our liquid culture that you made last week. We'll apply 200 microliters onto this plate, 200 microliters onto this plate, and then we will use a sterile plastic spreader to spread the liquid culture across the entire surface. Now you're going to be tempted to want to go around like this, but in fact it's much better to go around using the broad flat side of the spreader like this. Go around maybe 10 times. And again, use my finger to kind of push the plate in a circular position, really trying to ensure that that liquid culture is spread to every region of the plate. Now you're going to want the plates to dry, and I would give them a good 5 minutes, and then after that 5 minutes, look and make sure there's no drippy areas, that in fact the bacterial cells have dried onto the surface. Once you've done that, we're going to take two 3x5 cards and we're going to head over to the UV irradiation machine. Hi everyone, I'm in the back corner of Biomed 112D, and that's where this machine from like 1930 is from, but it still works really well. So the first thing I want to do is make sure it's off. I don't want to be going under these curtains with the UV on because I don't want to be exposed to UV. So once I know that it's negative, I'm going to take the lid off. I know, it's so dangerous. And I'm going to cover one side that says no UV with my 3x5 card. Probably easier to do it while you're in there. I'll show you in just a second. Okay. Come on in. And notice that I've set the plates up so that they're on that black mat. Okay. Now I'm going to close the curtains and I'm going to turn this on and I'm going to wait 45 seconds. So right now, the side that's not covered by the paper is getting UV irradiated. We know that there's going to be DNA damage, some bacterial cells will die, and the side that is being covered is going to be protected from that UV damage. After 45 seconds, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to be very mindful that that's always off when I am collecting my samples. The lids go back on. These can get thrown away, or they can get saved if you're in a morning lab. You can save them for someone else. And then one is going to get incubated. They're both going to get incubated at 37 degrees for 2 days, but one is going to be put in our traditional incubator, the fridge-like incubator, and the other one's going to be put in an incubator where we can turn on the light. So we'll be comparing both the sensitivity to UV as well as how it recovers. Will we see more recovery in the UV and the light? That might indicate that we have both possible lysases that get turned on in response to constant light that's present.